What's the reaction to this in the States?
Well, thanks for having me. It's occasioned a great deal of controversy, especially on the right. Supporters of Donald Trump are extremely worried about it. And meanwhile, we've seen a quieter response from the leaders of the Democratic Party. They're taking a wait-and-see attitude. And I think it's important to realize that we don't have the essential facts. We don't know. We haven't seen the warrant that was executed on Trump, and we don't know anything about the underlying information. The imperative thing at this moment is that that information be made public, both by Trump and by the Department of Justice.
Do you think, Matthew, what's the supposition as to what they were going after?
Right. So, as you say, it seems to be documents that he removed from the White House. It's an interesting case because, of course, this was a controversy in the 2016 campaign against Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. There was much talk of Hillary Clinton's emails and of a server on which these emails were kept. These emails were concerning government business, but they hadn't been stored on government servers and that business hadn't been conducted through a government account. So we're seeing really a return to the same issue. How is official information, how is classified information being handled? And I think we're seeing yet another moment in which the public's trust in the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, and in the Department of Justice is going to be severely damaged.
Yeah, and presumably Mr. Trump's supporters are saying, once again, the integrity of the highest office in the land is being questioned to a corrosive degree.
Right. I mean, the FBI has a very long-standing positive image in American culture. It's the kind of man dressed in a nice suit who, has an Irish name and is a straight shooter, chews gum. But over time, that image has really changed, and we've seen increasing politicization of the FBI, not only against the right, but the FBI's promiscuous interference in political affairs. And I think that, once we have a Republican majority in the House, or once there's a Republican in the presidential office, there will probably be a more concerted move against the intelligence agencies.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth labouring the point, Matthew, isn't it, for those of us on this side of the Atlantic, that it's such a different system, the idea that with each new administration, effectively, to a great degree, at least in the upper echelons, comes a kind of new civil service.
Yeah, well, that's certainly the way it once was, and there's a great deal of controversy over whether it should be that way again. People on the right, including Trump, want to have more freedom to replace top civil servants. People on the left are generally more opposed to that, and that's for a very simple reason. Civil servants in the U.S., very much including people described as part of the intelligence community, tend to align with the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is much more a party of the state, a party of the civil service, and the Republican Party is more populist and more opposed to both the intelligence agencies and the federal agencies more broadly.
And Matthew, just in terms of the way this looks politically, if Mr. Trump is, as has been widely suggested, looking to run again, this absolutely endorses his candidature, doesn't it? I mean, this is deep state stuff. If you are a Trump supporter, his home, his own personal safe, has been violated on the orders of the state.
Indeed, the words "banana republic" are being widely used. This is unprecedented in America. This is a real step across Rubicon on the part of the Biden administration and his Department of Justice. It's being said that no man should be above the rule of law. That's true, but there's been a classic presumption in America that it's disadvantageous to criminalize former presidents. That's why Richard Nixon was pardoned after Watergate. Of course, Watergate stemmed from a confrontation between a disaffected FBI official and Nixon. That's who leaked the information to Woodward and Bernstein. And so as in Watergate, we're seeing a confrontation between the intelligence agencies and a president who is disliked by them, or in this case, a former president.